यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I'll recite Srimad Bhagavatam prayers. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायम् उदीरयेत्। So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, The Son of Drona Punished, text 55 and 56. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sutta Vacha Arjuna Saha Sagnaya Harir Hardam Athasina Manim Jara Murdhanyam Dvijasya Saha Murdhajam. One more time, I will recite. Sutta Vacha Arjuna Sahasajnaya Harer Hardam Athasina Manim Jaramurdhanayam Dvijasya Saha Murdhajam. Sutaha Sutta Goswami Uvacha said, Arjuna Sahasa, just at that time, Agyaya, knowing it, Harer, of the Lord, Hardam, motive, Atha, thus, Asina, by the sword, Manim, the jewel, Jaraha, Jahara, separated, Murdhanyam, on the head, Dvijasya, of the twice born, Saha, with Murdhajam, hairs. Translation. Sutta Goswami said, just then Arjuna could understand the motive of the Lord by his equivocal orders, and thus with his sword he severed both hair and jewel from the head of Aswathama. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Contradictory orders of different persons are impossible to carry out. Therefore, a compromise was selected by Arjuna by his sharp intelligence, and he separated the jewel from the head of Aswathama. This was as good as cutting off his head, and yet his life was saved for all practical purposes. Here, Aswathama is indicated as twice born. Certainly he was twice born, but he fell down from his position, and therefore he was properly punished. Text 56. Vimuchya rashana bandham balhatya hata prabham tejasa manina hinam shirirani rayapayat. I'll recite one more time. Vimuchya rasana bandham balyahatya hata prabham tejasa manina hitam sibirani rayapayat. Word by word translation. Vimuchya, after releasing him. Rasana Baddham, from the bondage of ropes. Balahatya, infanticide. Hata Prabham, loss of bodily luster. Tejasa, of the strength of. Manina, by the jewel. Hinam, being deprived of. Sibirat, from the camp. Niraya Payat, drove him out. Translation. He, Aswathama, had already lost his bodily luster due to infanticide, sorry. And now, moreover, having lost the jewel from his head, he lost even more strength. Thus, he was unbound and driven out of the camp. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, being insulted, the humiliated Aswathama was simultaneously killed and not killed by the intelligence of Lord Krishna and Arjuna. So I'm seeking blessings of all the gathered Vaishnavas, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya. I also pray to Shri Radha Shyam Sundar and Shri Radha Madhav. I try to prepare something really short. So, as we are hearing since few weeks or rather months, so the Leela begins with while the five sons of the five Pandavas, young boys, were sleeping at night, and Aswathama snugged where they were sleeping and cuts their heads off. And Aswathama, so as we know, he was not a nice person. So he took their heads and he runs towards his master Duryodhana. And then, as we all know, Duryodhana wasn't happy. He was disappointed. So usually Duryodhana is not disappointed for many things, especially some negative emotions towards Pandavas. And so Aswathama understood that Duryodhana is disappointed and he won't protect him anymore. And so he ran. He dropped the heads and then he ran. He ran to save his life. And then when Draupadi, so now in the scene where the massacre happens, Draupadi came in the morning to greet her sons. She found their dead bodies. And then Arjuna came at once, took blood-curdling vow that I'm going to bring back the severed head of Aswathama. So when you are pouring obeisances into the funeral pyre of your sons, you can stand at the head of Aswathama. And he was chasing after Aswathama, and the whole scene happened where Aswathama releases the Brahmastra, and he says, Krishna, what to do now? I mean, Krishna is like, release the counter Brahmastra. And Krishna gave the intelligence, like what to do, and there's a lot of heat. So I was hearing, I was not able to find Srila Prabhupada's lecture on the same verses, but I was hearing my Guru Maharaj's verse, Srila Ramapada Maharaj's lecture. So I've taken few things from there. So Aswathama grabbed and brought. So give me 1 second. Yeah, so Arjuna grabbed Aswathama and brought back Aswathama to severed Aswathama's head in front of Draupadi, and he took a vow that he will do that. So he's performing this act, and Draupadi. So here is the dilemma now. So Draupadi said, "Don't do it." Yudhishthira Maharaj said, "Yes, she's right. Don't do it." Bhima said, "Do it," and then Krishna steps in, and then he says, you have given a vow, you have to keep your vow. And if you are thinking he's a Brahmana and you will incur a sin of killing a Brahmana, he's a Brahma Bandhu. He's not a Brahmana. He's a son of a Brahmana, so-called unqualified son of a Brahmana. So you have to, Krishna says Arjuna that you have to keep your words, you have to abide by my words. So huge dilemma Arjuna was in. Arjuna was actually very obedient, and he never disobeys his elder brother's sayings, like whatever he says, So even if Arjuna wanted to do something, if Yudhishthira Maharaj says not to do it, he will not do it, and then vice versa. So because Arjuna was very obedient, as he were to Krishna also, now a big dilemma, and kill us with Tama, don't kill us with Tama, what to do, So Arjuna, being a very virtuous person, he abides by virtue, so he's fully obedient to Krishna. He's fully obedient to his elder brother and his wife, for whom he has taken a vow. She's saying that, I release you from the responsibilities of this vow. Don't kill him. Arjuna has to do something here. So Arjuna made a choice, and being a upstanding follower of virtue, he made a choice. And so Guru Maharaj says here, like Srila Prabhupada Maharaj says, that we have to learn, like we should all learn lesson from this, we all should make a choice, and as did Arjuna. And also the other another rendering Maharaj says we should take from this is Krishna is taking a test, not that to see Arjuna pass or fail, but to show the world the incredible quality that Arjuna had, and why is it he chose Arjuna to speak Bhagavad Gita to, when he could have chosen, maybe Yudhishthira Maharaj or many other sages. So he chose Arjuna because Arjuna's incredible loyalty. So it says, Bhakto si me sakha cheti. So the degree of devotion of Arjuna to Krishna is infallible, invincible. It's just perfect. So Krishna gave Arjuna intelligence, as says in Bhagavad, as we know in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, it says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivesto vatah smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedeshcha sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta kritaved with eva chaham. And so Krishna gives intelligence. So Arjuna did what Krishna wanted. So what he did was, he severed the head. And so here it says Arjuna severed the jewel in the top notch hair of Aswatthama, which represents his head. So that's what he severed. He kept his vow. So Arjuna kept his vow. Arjuna did not violate Krishna's orders either. So Maharaj says he did not break his vow and upheld the duty of Kshatriya, maintained his vow, did not break his vow, although it appeared as he didn't kill Aswatthama, he killed him without killing him. He did both by severing the jewel of the in the top notch, and dispensing him from his place of residence. Banished him. So he banished him from the camp where Aswatthama was. And Maharaj says these are suitable dharmic principles for punishing a Brahma Bandhu. So yeah. So the realization I'm taking from this is, so we all will be put in that situation, and we all will be tested by Krishna. So situation will come, and we all have to make a decision, intelligent decision. So it says in Bhagavad Gita 10.10, Tesam satat yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. So it says in that verse that Krishna awards proper intelligence and guidance to act upon that situation. If a devotee, when a devotee devotes his life serving Krishna constantly, and if we are not in if you're not seeking Krishna, or we're not focusing on Krishna, we are always under the influence of Maya and act upon by under the influence of those modes of nature. So we should always remember Krishna and devote our life. And so whenever the situation comes, like we know that there will be help if we devote our life and serve Krishna continuously. So I have prepared very short. So I am kind of done here. And if you can discuss, if you can discuss something here, comment, feedback for me, we can do it from here, start from here, this point. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Mataji, did you ask a question or something?
No, if we have any discussion, Mataji, I'm just saying, like, I have prepared very short, and then yeah, I'm done from my side. So if we have any discussion, we can start from here on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just
And
want to say that you are trying, and I really like to see you speak every time. So please continue speaking, Mataji. Okay, don't give up the Bhagavatam.
sure, Mataji. Sure, definitely. Thank you. So if we don't have anything, we can end the class, Lingaraju Prabhu.
Yeah, maybe devotees want to share.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji, for taking this class. So I know I heard last Sunday, I know you were sharing, so it was so good to hear from you. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, this Ashwatthama, I mean, one of the beautiful sections of Bhagavatam. Of course, as you said, every section is. I think I was hearing this morning. Every
Yeah.
sloka in Bhagavatam is like a nectar, but yeah, this section, I mean, the way it was very long. I mean, so far it's like long section. It's going on and on. When every devotee is speaking for almost last few weeks, and it's been like a different perspectives and right. So I mean, it's like very enlivening and very nice to hear from all the devotees on this. And thank you also for sharing your understandings and realizations.
Welcome. It was yeah, I mean, for my purification, definitely, because I was just reading and I came across this, like, that Srimad Bhagavatam is most auspicious, and to even speak is like, having a most auspicious opportunity. And there's one verse I have written it down in my book. It says, Ayur Harati Vayu Pumsam Uddhayan Sat Astam Cha Yannaso Tasya Te Yat Kshane Niti Nit Uttam Sloka Vartaya. So it says, like, every day, like, with the rising sun and with the setting sun, one page of the calendar is turned from our life, and in the same manner, like, one after another, at the end of the year, there'll be no more pages left, it says. And then, so similarly, like, whatever our ayu is fixed, for us, we know that, and whatever time we have, we should utilize it to enhance our consciousness, and by enhancing that consciousness, we are making our progressive steps towards Krishna. And even if we don't become 100%, is what, like, I have heard, like, that if we don't become 100% perfect or pure in one lifetime, at least life after life, at least we are making progressive step towards Krishna, and to become pure. So time is considered to be well spent if it is focused on purification of um, heart. Otherwise, life is simply, I feel like, it's a useless waste of time, just running around with no essence in life. So yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity given to me, I'm thinking, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Nice that you reminded.
Sure, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for the short and sweet class.
Sure.
I felt
Sure.
it's very focused, though it's short. I felt the messages that you were sharing, like very, very focused and the short messages that we can write on our desk or on our kitchen to remember. They were really nice. And this point really was striking for me as you're sharing that Arjuna understood what Krishna's intention behind those equivocal instruction, and he has performed that act. So as we were, going through these discussions for past few weeks, we were seeing how come Arjuna is hesitating, or how come Arjuna is not following the instruction. I mean, apparently, at least it seems like that Krishna is asking him to kill, and he's not killing. He says, I don't want to kill. I mean, at least that's what his heart is. But here we can clearly see, as you were explaining, he actually understood Krishna's instruction from his heart. So though outwardly he's doing something, he has such a deeper connection that Krishna's real intention, sometimes we hear from Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's commentary or something, like they understand Krishna's heart, even though the action apparently seems something else. So that point was really striking for me, that Arjuna is actually following Krishna's instruction, and that inspiration is coming from within, as you know, the Paramatma who is living within each and everyone's heart. And also this mood of pleasing Krishna in all the circumstances. That is what we can see throughout Arjuna's life, and this beautiful section, Arjuna's glorification and his expressing his gratitude for what all Krishna has done in their lives. Mukunda Prabhu was reading that chapter. We can really see through Arjuna's life, and that's so enlivening. Though it's like far out for us, we are struggling even for little things, making small decisions. We struggle so much, and I say, okay, I'm just throwing my hands and say, Krishna, I can't handle this complexity in my life. But it's so inspiring to see, what that stage is. How is it, to be at that level, so intimate to Krishna. So that's very inspiring. And again, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mathaji. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to share or discuss? Shall we end the class, Prabhu? Okay.
Okay, Mathaji. So, thank you.
Thank you.